Hello everyone and welcome to a video that I am long overdue on doing. This is a video that I've meant to do for quite some time, and since I kind of let it slip by at the time, I decided to do it now, as there is a Steam sale going on in which it is currently, what was it? It was 33% off, so it is only $2, which is a very good deal. So we're going to play as the Invisible Wagon here. And seeing some animals in an upcoming clearing, they hurrying ahead. They needed to stock up on food for the long journey. So this is kind of like a parody of like Oregon Trail type games. You're going to go through these different scenarios that come up. You're going to have to fight, and things get way out of hand really quickly. A posse of bandits interrupted the hunt. So this is still, you know, relatively normal. This is something that you could expect. We can kill the horses after we kill the bandits if we get a good shot in. That gets us some extra furs as well, which you can trade with fur traders later on. And this I should also add is the turbo version, which is the one available on Steam, or the one that was released alongside the Steam release, which is a little bit more content than the initial one had. A machine gun arm bandit arrived. Now, of course, the downside of the Invisible Wagon is although you're easier to dodge with, you also start with only 1 health for each person, so a single hit is going to kill someone. So we gotta be very careful not to get hit. We do have a rifle now, which is going to aim on our targets, which is real useful, because while these guys are shooting kind of stupidly, we can just sit here and shoot at them from a distance and an angle, and kill them. Okay, we're looking for some wild berries now. We're going to collect some wild berries. So you do have these segments where you are off on the side. A bear wanted the berries. Oh god. Go die, bear! In its last dying breath, the bear let out a cry for help. The bear's extended family heard the cry. No! Not more bears! I don't want to die! Ran back to the wagon. They celebrated Fairy's birthday. Woo! We all get health back! They reached the river crossing. Aki had the brilliant idea to try to jump over the river. Alternately, they could try to ford it. We're gonna jump the river. They got a running start and leapt from the top of a ledge. Whee! Somehow they made it across, however they landed in a bee's nest, angering the swarm. Oh god, why? Oh god, why? Also, in case you're wondering, yes, the curvature at the edges of the screen is purposeful. It is meant to simulate an old CRT monitor, television screen, whatever the case may be. They entered into the Great Plains. So yes, that is an intentional visual effect. They came across a large herd of buffalo. Hello, buffalo! Please don't kill me. I usually have trouble with this segment. We do have one person back up to 3 health. I think that's actually the one that's supposed to, and that is named after me. Buffalo, 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 buffalo. In other words, a whole metric shit ton of buffalo. Oddly enough, that saying buffalo 8 times in a row is a grammatically correct sentence. If you did not know that, you have learned something here today. So we're just going to keep trying to hold this top line here, collecting some furs that we can trade later. And that should help us to have a better chance. The number of buffalo was absurd! Okay, so now we have an absurd amount of buffalo, which could be a problem. Oh man, I still want that airstrike, but there is no way to get that without losing somebody. Okay, we're going well so far. This is actually really an absurd number of buffalo, I won't lie. The game could not have described this better than it did. Some angry buffalo charged the wagon. This is where I usually have the most trouble with buffaloes. As you can see, I took my first hit of the game so far there. No, wait, second hit, because I got a health pack earlier that I just blew right away. Okay, another health pack, another health pack. They came across a fur trader. So what is Fur Trader gonna offer me? The Fur Trader offered to sell them supplies in exchange for animal hides. 1 health for 23 hides. We're gonna do that a couple times. Get as many people, get everyone up to full health actually. They heard distant gunshots. Somehow, someone might need their help. Alternatively, they could ignore the calls and... Let's investigate. Rushing toward the gunshots, they said there were bandits robbing a train. They rode alongside the train. Okay, so now bandits fired down on the wagon from the train. Okay, well that's kind of horrible, because we can't hit these guys. So we have to be careful to dodge their shots. We're making this work, though. Some bandits on horseback noticed the wagon, too. And now things get much harder. Oh, we took a hit. 2 hits. 3 hits. A machine gun armed bandit arrived. Oh god, why? Game, why are you such a jerk? I should have never... Oh god, we got missiles. And I still can't hit. There we go. As a reward for saving the train, the conductor gave them 100 animal hides. You unlocked the coal-fired. Sweet. And we got a lot of hides, but we did lose a lot of health there. Fairy noticed a strange smell coming from a nearby camp. He decided to investigate. There are a bunch of dead bodies. Fairy felt sick. And he's only got 1 health left now. Fairy saw an antique pistol sitting near the camp. He picked it up on his way back to the wagon. On his way back to the wagon, Fairy heard a noise coming from the tall grass. It was a diseased monkey. I need room to move. Incidentally, the game that this developer is currently working on, Sparsevector, Fairy ran back to the wagon and they left in a hurry. But the game the developer is currently working, Matt felt sick. Oh god. Is Go Plague Monkey Go. So I think, why is everyone feeling sick now? I hate you, game. The diseased monkeys continued to attack. The plague took Aki. I hate you, plague. Stop killing people and monkeys. No one or no creature should die to you, plague. Health. Good. Okay. They developed immunity to the disease and felt better and didn't have to worry about future outbreaks. Well, that's good. Oh sure, we get all our health back 1 stage after I lose someone. After they arrested, Fairy decided to test out the antique pistol on a buffalo herd. What are you doing, you fool? Oh wow. This is spreading the plague among the buffalo. Well, this is rather effective. Impressed by its abilities, they decided to keep using the antique pistol. You unlocked the disease. They reached another river. This one was too deep to ford. Fairy had the brilliant idea to swim underwater through the river. Alternatively, they could go around it through a desert path. We're gonna go around. They got confused on their way to the desert and ended up in the water anyway. They faced deadly piranhas. This pistol is actually going to make this segment a lot easier than it normally would be, because the piranhas all kind of move in a pattern and should hit the infection as they move and just keep kind of killing themselves off. We don't actually need these health things. And poisonous jellyfish. So now the good thing is once we get a couple of these piranhas taken out well, we should have a decent defense against the piranhas. The jellyfish are a little bit different story because they take more than 1 hit to kill. But... and angry narwhals. As long as we can keep the, as as long as we can keep these piranhas at bay, we should be in pretty good shape. The narwhals we can dodge pretty easily as long as the piranhas. You unlocked Fighting Fish Survival Mode. Okay. They landed on a small island to catch their breath. This could go badly. Fairy noticed some very large eggs sitting on the beach. He fancied an omelet for breakfast. These look like Yoshi eggs, I should add. Unfortunately, the pterodactyls that lay the eggs were proportionally larger and were quite angry at eating the eggs. Pterodactyls! Oh god. I got the health back and I immediately lost it again. It seemed the island had an isolated ecosystem in which dinosaurs never went extinct. Okay, so Fairy thought it best to leave the island. They continued swimming to the shore of the river. You unlocked the Ancient. I am unlocking a lot of stuff on this playthrough. They entered a mountain pass. They ate a good meal of bear burgers. Bear burgers. Food supplies were dwindling, so they hunted. On that note, this gun destroys everything in its path, so the hunt is actually rather pointless. I don't know why I just raced for that health, knowing everyone was at full, but a pack of wolves smelled the blood. Oh god, they chased me down! Don't let them get behind me! Lesson learned! Lesson well learned, game! Stay away, wolves! No! They came across a fur trader. 1 second while I take care of, The fur trader offered to trade them newer, faster wagon wheels for 106 animal furs. Sorry, Windows Update just popped up. I have to delay it for 4 hours. They traded for newer, faster wagon wheels. I believe this means that we get to the end of the game sooner. An avalanche started. Oh god! Why? Why an avalanche? Don't get any worse, avalanche. Then the avalanche got... Oh god. I didn't even finish reading that, but I know the gist of what it said. Okay, we just need to keep this dodging up. We're doing pretty well so far, actually. Following the avalanche, they carefully navigated around the debris strewn around the narrow pass. Oh god. Got that health, but I took a hit in the process. Got an airstrike. That could be useful. Then another avalanche started. Why do you hate me, game? Why? There should not be this many avalanches in such a short span of time. God is angry. Distracted by the avalanche, they accidentally drove off a cliff. Okay, we're flying now. The wagon passed through a flock of crows. Oh god. Stay away from me. I have a flamethrower. When they come from the left, you just need to dodge. When they come from the right, that's when you kill them. Oh god. The flock of crows pushed Fairy out of the wagon. I'm sorry! I might only save myself. Luckily the wagon landed in a river. The wagon, now a raft, was carried down the river by the currents. Matt had to avoid boulders as his wagon navigated the rapids. I have the worst luck right now. So I can kill the boulders. I just took some damage, got some health back. As long as one of us can survive, it was not all in vain. Oh. Stop taking damage, you fool! For some reason, there were a bunch of sharks in the river. I like how it just completely acknowledges that there is no actual reason for there to be sharks in a river. Okay, the sharks die in one hit from my disease pistol. And that gets rid of the rest of them pretty quickly. Matt noticed something on the horizon. It was a bandit on a raft. It seems the bandits had followed him and set up an ambush. Oh great! Thank you, bandits. Luckily, you're going to get disease like crazy. Oh, there are still sharks. There are still sharks in the river. It's not just bandits. There we go. Keep dying, bandits. Keep it up. Keep dying like the fools you are. No, I'm going to die. It will all have been in vain. All of our lives will have been lost. I cannot let this fail. The bandits had stolen some kind of riverboat. Okay, well, screw you too, game. A bullet hit Matt directly in the heart, killing him. And thus ended our journey. Their journey ended there. The bandits took their ammunition and food and left the remains of the wagon floating down the river. Game over. Give me 1 second to check how our current time is doing. 15 minutes, I think we can stand to do another run here. Let's start an adventure. Between 1830 and 1870, nearly 500,000 Americans migrated west over wagon trails. This is the story of one such party. They traveled in their trusty wagon. Let's see, we did the Invisible last time. Let's do... the Ancient, the Diseased, the Coal-Fired. Let's see what the Diseased gives us. They set off into the forest. Okay, so we start with the Diseased pistol. Does this do anything else? Came down with a whooping cough. So, first things first, we're gonna get sick. Great. Seeing some animals in an upcoming clearing, they hurried ahead. They needed to stock up on food for the long journey. This early part relatively remains about the same, and there are certain story beats that are gonna happen regardless of your situation. But there is also some variance in terms of the exact events that you're gonna hit. A posse of bandits interrupted the hunt. Like I said, this early part tends to be pretty consistent. It's usually the later part where things start to vary a bit more. Okay, I just stupidly ran right into a bullet that I wasn't even looking at. Okay, we're doing pretty good against these guys, especially with this disease shooting pistol. But we've also taken a lot of damage because I am the world's worst Super Amazing Wagon Adventure player. A machine gun armed bandit wagon arrived. Yes, 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 we know. The bandits are jerks, and we should hate them all. Just keep firing shots in here, dodging theirs. It'll be a little bit harder and easier at the same time once they start moving. I kind of wish that it actually got into fairy because auto heal when you get healthy after being sick puts you back to 4 hearts. Recover from the whooping cough. Of course, I'm happy that it ended up that way because otherwise we would have lost someone already. So now we're at 3, 4, and 2. Matt left the wagon and found some edible mushrooms. Oh my god, I love this event. Matt ate one of the mushrooms on the way back to the wagon. He felt funny. Whee! Matt battled his inner demons. My inner demons are apparently techno-colored aliens. I'm okay with that. If this is what my inner demons look like, I will have no problem killing them. Because these are awesome inner demons. Although I am getting very low on health, painful memories bounced around his head. Oh god! So many men with guns! I only have 1 health left. I might succumb to my subconscious. I can't die to myself. That's not fair. Matt was consumed by a memory of forgetting to put the seat down. But I'm already dead. Matt never returned to the wagon, so they decided to carry on without him. They reached a river crossing. Had the brilliant idea to jump over, alternatively they could ford it. We jumped over last time, so let's ford it this time. They made the probably wise decision to ford the river. There were boulders in the river. Of course there were. Because why wouldn't there be boulders in the river? There were a lot of boulders in the river. Of course. Something something boulders. Okay. So now things get tricky. Because now we have very specific times when we can move. But that was actually a relatively easy pattern. Finally they reached the other side of the river. Oh god, there were more boulders! Stupid boulders! They entered into the Great Plains. Wacky got scarlet fever. I swear, this is the most sickness that I have ever seen in 2 straight runs. I don't know if maybe this is because of being in the diseased wagon. The buffalo should be pretty easy with this disease pistol. In fact, this is going much better than it usually does. Some angry buffalo charge the wagon. Oh god, this one the pistol does not help for because they charge in straight lines of 1 each. Okay. Recovered from scarlet fever. Good. Good. At least one person has more than 1 health now. They came across a fur trader. He offered to sell them supplies. The fur trader offered to sell them supplies in exchange for animal hides. Health, health, okay. They passed through a civil war battle. What? You know, I've seen that one before too, and somehow that still took me off guard. Okay, let's see here. We're gonna kill these Union soldiers right now. I'm not sure I really agree with what we're doing right now. Okay, now we're going into the eyes of the Confederacy. And we're just gonna flamethrower these fools. This is what they get. I mean, really, do they deserve any better? Maybe, but we're just gonna flamethrower them and be like, yeah, bitch, you aren't prepared for this technology, are you? The wagon's interference in the battle decimated both the Union and Confederate forces. The war was lengthened and there was a great loss of life. In the distance they saw a woman in a red dress walking alone. Fairy left the wagon to see if she needed help. Hello! Fairy felt bad for killing the innocent woman for no reason. They reached another river. This one was too deep to ford. Oh man. At the moment, idea to swim underwater. Alternatively, they could go around it through a desert path. We're gonna go through the desert this time. They made the probably wise decision to take the desert path around the river. They entered into the desert. They came across a gambling cowboy. The cowboy bet them all of their animal hides they couldn't kill 25 quails in 20 seconds. Except bet. They accepted the bet and Fairy got ready. Oh god, the plague doesn't work on them. I only had 5 hides, so it doesn't really make a difference to me, but... I guess they lost their bet and paid all of their animal hides. I'm so sorry. They avoided venomous snakes. Ooh, a snake! These guys shouldn't be too bad, I hope. Oh, they kind of move a little bit unpredictably, I guess. And the man-eating giant scorpions were even more deadly. They sound like it. A snake bit Aki's hand, she began vomiting blood, then she died. Okay then. Seems like this run is not going to go nearly as well as the last one. This gun is actually helpful though. A snake bit Fairy's ankle. He immediately fell ill, sweating and shivering. He died soon after. Their journey ended there. Their wagon was slowly buried under the hot sands of the desert. Game over. So this has been a rather quick look at Super Amazing Wagon Adventure by Sparsevector. This is available on Steam due to the autumn sale that just started today. It is currently 30% off, or 33% off I believe, which makes it $2 instead of the regular $3. Either way, you're going to get a lot of fun out of this for $2 or $3. It's something I can highly recommend. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you are interested in the game, the link to the store page on Steam will be in the description. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Take care, everyone.